This perfume had me captivated from the moment I heard about it, and so when I got to get a tester sample from Scentbird, I was finished. I'm done. Say no more. I'm excited. I'm thrilled. Also, you can't see the top of my forehead. Hello, my name is Ellison, and on this channel, I do perfume reviews, and I'm trying to help you find the next best perfume to add to your fragrance collection. So if that is something that you are interested in seeing more of, then I would highly suggest you hit that subscribe button down below just to stay in the loop with my future uploads. So the perfume we are talking about today is Juliette Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. So what does that mean? What does that mean when we say not a perfume? And I think that is really what drew me into this fragrance. That is really what captivated me about the perfume, was just that, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Why is this not a perfume? So when I read on it and when I looked it up and everything like that, so this only has one fragrance note. Not a perfume, only has one fragrance note, and that is Cedilox. Cedilox. And what Cedilox is basically this woody, musky, slightly ambery fragrance note. I'd have to say that it sort of sits between the two families of woody and oriental, or amber as they call it now. So it's seated somewhere in between those two fragrance families. And so when you smell this fragrance, it's like it's clean, it's fresh, but in this very warm, inviting, simple way that, I don't know, I've never smelled anything, well, I feel like I have smelled something like this before, but a much more complex fragrance. Juliette Has a Gun, Not a Perfume. It is a one fragrance note perfume, Cedilox. And what this perfume is basically inspired by is being very clean, being very pure, being very unique. And with this fragrance, they are basically championing the fact, that it is completely allergen free. Okay, so let's say you had an allergy to rose. Okay, my mom, for example, is allergic to chamomile, so if she puts anything on her body that is chamomile, she breaks out into a rash. So perhaps that's you. Perhaps you've tried certain perfumes and it just makes you break out into a rash. It makes you itch. It makes you you have a reaction to it. This is completely allergen free, which I think is awesome, okay? I am a woman of allergies, okay? I have dietary allergies, I have skin allergies, I got allergies, okay? Trust me. I know how you feel. And so to hear about something in the perfume industry that is getting into that field and into that genre of allergen-free, I am all over that. I feel like that is a big reason why people don't like perfume, right? Whether it is, it's just too strong and I don't like a bunch of fragrance. A lot of people are like that, but there's a lot of people that they just have a really bad reaction and a bad response to perfume, whether it gives them headaches or if they have a skin reaction. With this, it is so minimalistic, it is so simple, and I think that is just the beauty of this fragrance. So that is the perfume I'm wearing today because I felt like, you know what, I'm just going to embody this today. I want to wear this today. And so I sprayed some of this perfume on my body, just a little bit of what this smells like, in my opinion. So again, a very woody, sort of musky, borderline ambery fragrance. I'm trying to so I would say, you know how sometimes a woody fragrance, it sort of has this, I can only describe it as it feels rough. It feels, it's cozy, it's comfy, but it sort of has this rugged feel about it, okay? A woody fragrance, I'm thinking about some of the woody fragrances I've talked about here on my channel where it's almost like you can feel the bark in the fragrance. It's like you can feel how sort of rugged it is. With this perfume, it feels like, yes, there is that woodiness to the perfume, but the musky nature of the Cedilox sort of smooths it all over. It's almost like a piece of rough cut wood that's been planed down, it's been smoothed down, so that way you can, right, you can build off of it. And what it says here is that this is typically a base note. This is typically one of those fragrance notes that is a foundation, okay? And that really makes a lot of sense, because when we look at a lot of fragrance, you know, what a perfume is made of, a lot of times it is the woody, musky, ambery fragrance notes that are at the base of a perfume. But with this, I mean, it's the only fragrance note. So it is the star of the show. And so you really get to see, and I think that's why I said I feel like I've smelled this before, is because this perfume sort of embodies a number of different fragrances that, right, like it has the character that a lot of different fragrances that you smell have, because it is a base. Okay, it is typically one of those foundational fragrances that you see, you enjoy, and that you probably start smelling more towards the end of the day, because all of the top notes have worn off. All the top notes have sort of stripped back away from this fragrance, and all you're smelling now is your woody, musky, ambery fragrance, which is Cedarlocks. Now, as far as your wear time and your behavior, what I would have to say about this perfume is that because it is such a clean fragrance, it is still warm, it is still an ambery, woody perfume, but it's clean, I would have to say that it really leans more into a very subtle, right? It's very subtle as far as how it behaves on the skin. I mean, I sprayed this on. I wore this all day the other day, and basically what happened was, okay, I could smell it, I could get whiffs of it, but it really just sort of felt like it was an aura around me, okay? It wasn't like, oh yeah, this is what she smells like. It was just sort of a part of my life. It wasn't the statement of my life, right? And so what I would have to say is that this is a beautiful fragrance for everyday wear, for, you know, oh, I'm going to work, I'm going, you know, running errands, whatever it is. This is a beautiful fragrance for that kind of wear. And for the wear time, I mean, I could smell it all day long. Not strong. I mean, this isn't a strong perfume to begin with, and so it's never going to be strong. It's not like it's going to get stronger the longer you wear it, but it was very consistent throughout the day, okay? I could consistently smell this throughout the day. And that is with spraying on, you know, neck and chest, and in the elbow creases. And so it had a really nice wear time, but just a very pleasant, subtle character about it. So if you are looking for a perfume where it's like, this is a super nice perfume, but it's something that, you know, I can wear all the time, it's not super heavy, it's just, you know, it's sort of a part of me, then this is perfect. I mean, when I think of this perfume, I sort of think of like a pair of cashmere socks. It's like it's silky. It's like it has this silky nature to it that makes it so clean and so easy to wear. I would say that I wouldn't wear this to a special event, okay? You would not find me wearing this perfume or not a perfume to, you know, just stay in character. I would not wear this fragrance to a special event, ever, because it isn't strong enough. Now, some of you, if you are like, no man, I do not want strong fragrance ever, then this might be appropriate. But for those of you who, you know, oh, when I'm going to a special event, I want a stronger perfume, like we've talked about, sort of when you go to a nighttime event, a special event, you wear heavier makeup to make sure it shows up. It's almost like we have the same response to perfume. We want a heavier fragrance so that way it doesn't get like drowned out by the night. But this perfume, I would definitely say perfect for daytime wear, perfect for everyday wear, perfect for just living your life, really. It's just such a simple and clean fragrance. And I don't think it's married to a season either. It's such just a basic perfume. And I think that that's really, really beautiful, especially when there's so many fragrances out there that it's like they are all so complex, they're so complex, there's so many fragrance notes, there's so much happening with them, which is, I love it, but it's really nice to encounter a perfume that, you know what, it's just one fragrance note, it's very unique, it is simple, and it's really easy to wear. And so, yes, Juliette has a gun, not a perfume. Beautiful fragrance, a beautiful addition to your perfume collection. And I am definitely going to get my hands on a full-size bottle. I just have a sample here. I mean, I am very interested in getting my hands on a full-size bottle at some point in time. This would definitely make a beautiful addition to my collection, just as one of those very easy to wear perfumes. If you are interested in getting your hands on the Juliette Has a Gun Not a Perfume fragrance, I will link that down below. And if you are interested in finding another perfume that is super easy to wear, super simple, super versatile, very daytime, then I would highly suggest you watch this video right here. This is my review of the Dossier Perfumes Powdery Peach fragrance, this is one of my go-to perfect perfumes for just any occasion, any daytime wear, so easy, and it really reminds me a lot of this perfume in just the very musky, powdery element of this fragrance. So if you were interested in seeing more perfumes like that, then I would definitely watch that right there. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until we meet again, so long.